Hi, and welcome to Alaskan in Thailand. Let's go down to the beach. I'll show you something that transpired that's not so cool. We've been having heavy rains and floods up north and actually everywhere, China and everywhere, and it brought in a bunch of trash on the beach. People are picking it up, as you can see, bagging some of it. There's just everything, coconuts. I even saw a dead turtle this morning up the other end of the beach, but there's a lot of coconuts and there's other trash mixed in with it too. Just wanted to warn any of you guys that are, coming here, you can hit this. I've seen this last year for a while, for about a week or so last year. Beautiful beach, covered up, gets blown in from trash. See, all this stuff it's coming out of rivers, probably up in Chiang Mai. Those areas are flooded. China's flooding. This is the South China Sea, so there's plenty of debris, like right there, tennis shoes. So yeah, it kind of sucks. And the next tide that comes in will probably take it away. It did last year. Tide will come up high and take all the garbage patch out back to China or wherever it was from. We had the same problem in Alaska, in pristine Alaskan islands. There's a tide will come in from Asia, and there's nobody in Alaska living there. There's no industry around at all on the Aleutian chain, and they'll come in and there'll be huge patch of garbage will come in with it and land on the beach. Tide will come in, take it out, leave some there too, so yeah, it kind of is sad. And I don't want to give Hua Hin, it ain't destroyed right now, but I'm just saying somebody that came on a vacation for a couple of days here might be a little depressed about the beach being this way. But it don't matter where you go, kind of Asia, anywhere in general, if you're lucky to have a clean beach, consider yourself fortunate. Most of the times, a lot of them aren't clean. Like when I stayed along the river in Chao Phraya River in Bangkok, and that river stunk really bad. I couldn't even go out near it. It just smelled horrible. And that's the same river that's flowing into this, Bay of Thailand here. So it's all the same. It's even in the Philippines, the Philippines, when I was in Dumaguete, if you go down to the boardwalk down there, it's smelly and smells bad. Look, they're raking it all up too. They do clean. I'll bet you if this trash sticks around for a few more days, they'll come down and clean every bit of it up. A lot of the hotels and stuff are cleaning it. But yeah, back in Dumaguete, when I'd walk on the boulevard, those of you that see the beautiful pictures of the boulevard and Dumaguete and all that, and you're walking along there, it stinks. You can't, there's some few food vendors, not many, but I couldn't eat there. It just smelled so bad. You smell raw sewage and be eating it. I didn't like it. There was some trash, it wasn't that trashy, but you go down the river, go down the coast to Darwin, the beach was real good, clean down there. The water was real clean. Although there was some trash one time when I was there was a bunch of trash that somebody threw a whole trash bag right on the beach there near the beach. And one of the boats was leaking oil. They were working on it or something, and there was a big oil slick came off it while I was snorkeling. I kind of got out of the water for that. So yeah, but otherwise, the Philippines is out in the middle of the ocean, so it's a little cleaner. But yeah, the closer you get to China and all these storms that are coming, even some of it's probably from here. When it overflows the sewers, it flows into these rivers too. So all the runoff from the roads come down and run into this ocean too, from everywhere, and you can imagine in Bangkok. So yeah, just let y'all know it can happen. Like I say, it'll probably all take it away again. Growing a coconut tree right there. Yeah, I wouldn't let it discourage you. you know, it'll, like I say, it'll probably clean out. It did this last year right after the heaviest part of the rainy season. There was some debris on the beach here, and then the tide came in the next day and took it all away again. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but everywhere you go, if you went into the U.S., a lot of the coastline of the U.S. has got litter and pollution too. So this ain't only in Asia, but yeah, in Asia there'll be more of it depending on where you end up. I imagine, you know, I was in Cham yesterday and the beach down there was clean. There was no debris at all. So it's just here localized, thankfully. So yeah, if you wanted to drive down the coast a ways, you'd probably get away from it. That there is a jellyfish harvesting boat. Jelly fishermen. They got big poles and they throw them in. Throw the jellyfish in. The jellyfish have kind of... So yeah, the jellyfish kind of slowed down. These guys are helping with that, thankfully. It's like some rain coming. I better get off the beach or I'm gonna be soaked. But yeah, there's some junk on the beach and sad to see it. Hopefully, like I say, in a day or two, it'll probably clear up. It did this before last year during the heavy rains. And it's just, it's one of those things hard to get away from, no matter where you go. I don't know. There ain't a perfect place to retire, you know. There's always going to be something that ain't perfect. Just like where I came from, it wasn't perfect for me either. So even though this might not be a perfect day for me, it's sustainable. I can deal with it, I guess, till it floats away. If the day comes where it floats in and don't leave, then I'll probably think about it again. But yeah, look down here. These gives me hope, you know. Here they are cleaning up. Got piles of bags. They got a truck that runs up this beach and will pick up the trash bags and stuff. So gives you hope, you know. They're cleaning this area up. Hopefully it just don't... The water now looks pretty clear. It don't look like there's any trash out there at all coming in, so... Looks like when they clean this up or the tide comes up high again tonight, it'll probably be all clear in the morning again. Who knows where it'll go. Hopefully back to the garbage patch in China or wherever it came from. Well, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Figured I'd show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Thailand. I don't want to just show all the good. I'm gonna have to show you things ain't always so good. Survivable in my opinion. I ain't leaving. See you in the next one. Check back for new uploads every day.